We shall now proceed to our last presentation. It is a video presentation from Engineer Darlito Palermo, who is known for his community-led disability-inclusive innovations and environmental advocacy in the Philippines, including tree cloning for indigenous reforestation, and Chair of Freedom, a rattan-based assisted wheelchair designed for children with disabilities. Darlito's work has earned multiple national honors, including the Apolinario Mabini Award and Gawad Henry Lopez Bayaning Filipino Award. So now, let's watch the video presentation of Engineer Palermo regarding the Organization of Persons with Disabilities and government partnership on publication of
Good day,
wheelchair
everyone.
made
Thank you for joining today's discussion at 18th session of the Conference of State Parties, COSP 18, to the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability that will take place today at the UN headquarters in New York. With the theme Innovation, Financing on Care Economy, Social Protection and Participation of Persons with Disabilities in the Formal Economy. I will be presenting on the topic Organization of Persons with Disability and Government Partnership on Fabrication of Wheelchair for Children with Disabilities made of rattan, also called Lingkuranan sa Kagawasan, a Cebuano dialect or Chair of Freedom. I am Engineer Darlito S. Palermo, and I'm here to share a homegrown innovation that could transform lives in the Philippines, particularly in Mindanao. The rattan wheelchair, also called Lingkuranan sa Kagawasan, a Cebuano dialect or Chair of Freedom. This project goes beyond mobility. It's about dignity, inclusion, and resilience. In the next few minutes, we'll see how this local solution can ensure children with disabilities are not left behind, especially in education and disaster response. The Barangay San Isidro Persons with Disability Association in Tagum City, Davao del Norte, Philippines has pioneered an innovative mobility solution for children with disability through our project Lingkuranan sa Kagawasan, or Chair of Freedom, launched last September 25, 2024. This initiative introduced customized rattan wheelchairs designed to address the specific needs of young users, particularly children with disability. These wheelchairs are handicrafted by 6 skilled PWDs members of our barangay, utilizing locally sourced rattan to create lightweight, durable, and child-friendly mobility aids. Each unit is tailored to the individual requirements of the child, ensuring optimal comfort and usability. The project received support from the various non-government and government agencies, including the Center for Disaster Preparedness, Innovation Academy, and the Department of Science and Technology, DOST, National Anti-Poverty Commission, and Barangay San Isidro, Tagum City, Davao del Norte, Philippines. Lingkuranan sa Kagawasan exemplifies how community-driven innovation can effectively address accessibility challenges, providing children with disability greater independence and integration into society. Lingkuranan sa Kagawasan, Chair of Freedom, the role of rattan wheelchair innovation in inclusive education and resilience, empowering children with disabilities in Philippines, particularly in Mindanao. The innovators behind the Lingkuranan sa Kagawasan, or Chair of Freedom, come from the Barangay San Isidro Persons with Disability Association in Tagum City, Davao del Norte, Philippines. Children with disabilities in Mindanao, Philippines face multiple barriers to mobility and inclusion, exacerbated by poverty, conflict, and inaccessible social services. Common causes of mobility impairments include congenital orthopedic condition, neurological disorder, infectious disease, accident, and conflict-related injuries. Wheelchair remains largely inaccessible for most families due to high cost, limited distribution, and inappropriate design based on local environment and specific health conditions. There are also social and cultural barriers limiting full participation of children with disabilities. Key features of rattan wheelchair innovation for children with disability: affordability and accessibility, a cost-effective alternative using rattan and locally available materials. Adaptability to terrain, designed for rough, muddy, and uneven landscape typical of rural areas and disaster zone. Inclusive disaster response. Children with disabilities are safely and efficiently evacuated during emergencies. Empowerment and dignity. Promote independence and affirming that mobility is a right, not a privilege. Support local livelihoods. Engage local artisan and craftspeople, encouraging sustainable community-based production. Promoting inclusion, increase awareness, and embed disability-inclusive practices at the grassroots level. Before, children with disabilities have no access to assistive device. After, a children with disability access to assistive device. Please watch the video.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. The bulldozer goes push and lift, push and lift, push and lift.
Community-led, inclusive, and sustainable solution. This initiative is a testament to the values we uphold: inclusion, innovation, and community empowerment. Our mission is to respond to the urgent mobility needs of children with disabilities through a solution that is locally led, social-driven, and environmentally sustainable. In Barangay San Isidro, Philippines, we've seen how empowering our Persons with Disabilities Association to engage in a formal economy can transform lives by involving them in the design, production of mobility devices. We only meet a vital need. We create meaningful livelihoods and build inclusive participation. Our project focuses on two key age groups. Children 2 to 4 years of age will benefit from supportive rattan chairs for early postural development. Children 5 to 12 years of age will receive affordable, durable rattan wheelchairs, blending local materials with practical design for our communities. This initiative is more than just building wheelchairs. It's a model of social innovation, linking disability advocacy with economic opportunity and sustainability. Led by the Persons with Disability Association, it reshapes how view ability, contribution, and community leadership. At the core is our rattan cloning program, ensuring a renewable, eco-friendly supply of materials. These support long-term harvesting cycles while protecting natural resources, demonstrating that development and environmental care can go hand in hand. Beyond mobility, this project empowers persons with disabilities to become skilled workers, innovators, and advocates. It shows how grassroots leadership, traditional knowledge, and technology can deliver sustainable and scalable impact. The Persons with Disability Association and government partnership with the agency like PhilHealth, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Social Welfare and Development, and building multi-sectoral collaboration with NGOs and academic institutions for research, training, policy, and institutional support. Locally, we are investing in a community-based service training personnel, conducting wheelchair fitting, launching mobile and tele-rehabilitation program. We are also working with the local government units to adopt and institutionalize this model as long-term solution. Together, these efforts do more than provide mobility. They create jobs, strengthening communities, and affirm the right of every child to dignity, movement, and opportunity. Let this be a model of what's possible when communities led with compassion, creativity, and commitment. Thank you. Together, we move forward stronger, more inclusive, and more resilient.
Thank you very much, Engineer Darlito Palermo. Thank you to all our presenters. We shall now proceed with the open forum. With the limited time that we have, we will not be able to accommodate all questions. However, you may approach our resource persons after the event. Before you ask question, please state your name or your organization, the resource person to whom you would like to direct your question, and please make your question brief and straight to the point. And however, we will not be able to entertain follow-up questions in order to accommodate more questions. So again, Director Glenda Relova for the synthesis.
Okay, thank you, Randy. So in the Philippine statement during COSP 17, we highlighted the need for urgent solutions of the state parties and a strong reference to persons with disabilities in the Pact of the Future, as it is essential for disability rights to be available as soon as possible. Here we are a year later, engaging in a high-level discussion about innovative financing in order to translate disability employment from informal into the formal economy. For that, let us give ourselves a round of applause. Disability rights is ensuring that social protection, care systems, and participation of persons with disabilities are provided for so they may realize their fullest potential. Today's session proved to us that this cannot be done by only one sector, but by combining the efforts as a whole, the government and the public and private sector. However, as is always the case in governance, funding is integral for such efforts to be institutionalized. Thus, innovation even in finance is required to bring disability-inclusive systems or frameworks to life as we work towards shifting the focus towards persons with disabilities on a global scale. From the Disability Social Protection Framework shared by Attorney Falarcuna to the monitoring approaches outlined by Ms. Kirsty Smith, we see the relevance of aligning the situation at the local level with national commitments. By bringing this together, we are able to deliver strategic policies and initiatives to persons with disabilities with ease. This provides a more robust and accurate response to their problems, resulting in better use of our limited resources. Ms. O'Brien's insight reminds us that international partnership amplify our progress, while Engineer Palermo demonstrated how the government and organizations of persons with disabilities can co-create practical, culturally relevant solutions like the rattan wheelchair. Our differences, albeit pronounced, unite us in the strongest of ways, and that while we come from various backgrounds, our goal to achieve change remains the same. This side event made one thing apparent and clear. Innovation is more than just technology. It is about reimagining solutions, bridging connections, and putting persons with disabilities at the center to achieve inclusion. On behalf of everyone involved, I would like to thank all of you for attending and contributing to our meaningful discussion this afternoon. I would also like to give special mention to our esteemed resource speakers who generously shared their expertise in such eye-opening fashion. I am reminded of a phrase in our mother tongue, malayo na, malayo pa, which roughly means we've gone far from where we were, but still a long way from where we want to be. When we think about persons with disabilities, I hope we all look towards a future where the word inclusion need not be mentioned any longer, as its very idea is as normal as breathing. Thank you once again and have an inclusive day ahead. Mabuhay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Linda Aurora, for that synthesis. And again, thank you to all our presenters. Kirsty Smith from CBM, and of course, Felicity Bryan from DFAT, Australia, and Attorney Alain Falarcuna from the SWD Philippines, and Engineer Palermo from the Davao del Norte Association of Persons with Disabilities Philippines. Again, to all of you, thank you very much. This officially ends our side event. We thank you for coming to this event. And of course, we could have a photo opportunity with all of you. Thank you. And we will also award our tokens, simple token for our resource person.
For our resource person. We have a very good partnership with DFAT.